Listen, she's tired of listening to me, and I don't blame her. Listen, April keeps tugging on my ear, trying to figure out how to unplug me live. So. So we're right back where we started. Warbirds against the Phoenix Coyotes. Lost 2-1 on Friday. We'll see how it goes today. Both teams played just about 2 hours ago, so no fresh legs on the ice here. Looks like we have Cole Brown, Van Voorst, Smith, Jones, and Patefield to start. Van Voorst will take the face-off in center ice. All tied up on the dot. It comes back to Jones, near side of the ice. He banks it down into the zone, all the way under the net. Phoenix's goaltender sends it over to the far side. Battling for it is Van Voorst. Puck picked up by Patefield, trickles to the top of the circle, down into the slot. Quick shot by Smith. Nice leg pad save by the Coyotes. Down in that near side corner, Smith and Brown try for the puck. They send it up to Patefield. Patefield down to Smith in the corner. Just a little mishandle, gets caught on the ice. And Jones cuts it off. Brown top of the circle, quick shot, goes off a leg pad. Jones banks it down to Smith. Smith tries to deke through a Coyote there and has it poked off. They take it down below the net, and there it's poked off by Van Voorst. Smith backside pressure. Brownie trying to cut it off on the front side along with Jones. Jones does cut it off, sends it right back down to that near side corner. Coyotes stretch it up the wall to the other side and are able to poke it out. Coyotes go for a big change. Van Voorst gathers the puck, sends it to Jones. Jones walks it into the zone and sends it down into the near side corner. He gets taken out along with two Coyotes, and they bank it up that far wall. Phoenix out into neutral ice through the center here, all the way to the high slot. Draw it through the near side circle, and now they drop it up to their blue liner, who dumps it below the net. Jones, who's been in the whole game so far, over for that puck, broken up by Hunter and rimmed around by Cam to the near side of the ice. Coyotes are going to try to cut this off. Cunningham bats it through and out into neutral ice. Hunter lays a check in neutral ice, but the Coyotes have the puck on their own end over on that far circle, and they tip it up and out of play right along the red line. So we'll have a center ice face-off. We got Dennis, O'Brien, Coakley, McDaniel, and Patefield. O'Brien for the draw, center ice off the deflection out of play here. O'Brien sends it forward to the Coyotes. They try to go up this near side boards, poked off by Patefield into neutral ice. They go D to D over to the far wall, walk it to the red line and dump down underneath the net. Patefield gives chase along with the Coyote. They try to bank it up the boards, but they go right to Coakley. Coakley walks it up the boards, bank pass out, trying to go to O'Brien. But the Coyotes get a hold of that puck, and so O'Brien puts pressure on that puck right along the blue line. Coyotes dump down below the Warbirds' net, sent over to the far side by Patefield. And O'Brien gathers, far corner, bank pass up to Dennis. Dennis makes it into neutral ice. Coakley gives chase. He beats the Coyote with him. Quick shot, and it goes off the post over to the near side of the ice. Coyotes gather top of the circle. They send it out into neutral ice. McGregor goes right back to Brown. Brown walks it into the zone, top of the near side circle. Quick shot. Wide left of the net, over to the far wall. Jones battles for that puck, sends it down underneath the net for Brown. Brown wide open, Weaver in the slot waiting for a pass there, and Brown walks to the near side corner, tries to center it, and McGregor pokes it up the wall, trying to get Wiley. Battling for it are Weaver, Wiley, and Brown. Brown pokes it through some skates and sends it right to the slot, where the Coyotes take over, but they have it poked off by Jones. Jones sends it down underneath the net. Weaver and Wiley trying to get a hold of that puck, but it trickles all the way up and out into neutral ice. Coyotes backhand it, trying to go down into the zone, but I believe it hits a glove on the bench and straight down to the ice. And it looks like they're going to put a center ice face-off on that, which may be a good call for us, considering I think it hit one of our gloves. Now we have Van Voorst, Nicholson, Smith, McDaniel, and Patefield. battling for that puck. Phoenix brings it over to the near side wall. They take the red line and dump immediately. Over to that far corner, McDaniel gives chase. 3 Coyotes over there smothering the puck. Battling for it also is Van Voorst. Coyotes send it through the circle, trickling along the side. It gets tipped down below the net. They try a slot pass, but it's broken up by Van Voorst, I believe. Over on that far wall, they drop it to their blue liner, and they clear the puck for us out into neutral ice. Coyotes drop it back all the way into their own end. They send the pass down to the blue line. Patefield banks it up the boards for Van Voorst. Van Voorst to Smith, and Smith into the zone. Smothered by Coyotes, though. He pokes it into the corner. And helping him out is Vandy's slot pass. Nicholson tries to bat it in and cannot. Goes to Patefield, and Patefield dumps over to Van Voorst. Van Voorst across the ice to Smith. Smith, quick shot. Nice save by the Coyotes goaltender. Down underneath the net, Van Voorst battles for the puck. Trying to get it up. Sends it back down to Smith. Smith is going to drag it under the net with 2 Coyotes players, and he gets posterized on that wall. Pulling it out is Van Voorst. Van Voorst trying to get a slot pass, has it poked down to that far corner. Puck up to Patefield, quick shot along the ice. Big rebound over to the dot on the far side. And Smith tries to poke it away, and the Coyotes dump for an icing. So now we have Cam, Peters, Hunter, Cunningham, and Jones. Cam for the draw, far side dot, Coyotes in. Oh, he almost goes to Cunningham, but it goes past the end of his stick. And so Cunningham races back into our zone. Bank pass up the boards, trickles over to the slot. Jones tries to poke it up, but the Coyotes push it over to that far corner. They try a slot pass, it goes off of Jones' skates. And now Cam and Jones battling for it. Jones below the net, tries to change directions and does. Puck trickles through Cam up to the wall. Quick shot deflected up and over the net. And Peters on the near side boards is going to try to clear that puck out, and he does to the red line. Cam and Hunter put pressure on. And a hand pass. Who hand passed? Did you see? Hand pass on the Birds, but I'm not sure who. We'll have a face-off center ice. O'Brien, Coakley, Dennis, Patefield, and McGregor. O'Brien wins that face-off to McGregor. McGregor pokes it forward, and O'Brien bats it down into the zone. O'Brien loose at the bottom of the circle. Quick deke across, and a shot by Dennis. O'Brien slides it across the crease to Dennis, and Dennis pops it in the goal. So the Birds are up 1-0, 9:05 left in the first. So now we have Patefield, McDaniel, O'Brien, Coakley, and Dennis. Coakley pokes it into the Phoenix zone. They stretch it up the far wall and tip it down into the zone. McDaniel, first man to the puck, bats it high on the wall down in this near side corner. And Patefield and McDaniel are trying to dig it out. O'Brien steps forward. He deflects the puck, walks it up the near side wall, bank pass up into neutral ice. Coyotes gather the loose puck. They go across to the far side, the top of their own circle, stretch it up to the red line, walk it into the zone, walk it down to the dot, change directions. O'Brien all over him, though, down to the bottom of the circle. Underneath the net, McDaniel lays a check. Brown comes in off the bench. He puts a lot of pressure on it. Patefield trying to poke it off, and Phoenix is just dancing around underneath our net. Still down in that corner. Puck goes to Brown, and Brown is able to clear. Goes all the way down. Contact with a Coyote glove, and so no icing. Brown chases it down into the end. Weaver puts pressure too. They try to bank it up and all the way into our end, and they do. Jones is back, playing the pass. Quick shot wide left of the net by the Coyotes. All the way up the wall. Brown tries to poke it out, and helping him out is Jones. Jones pokes it out on that far wall. Brownie puts it in the zone, but Phoenix takes over the loose puck. Phoenix walks it through their slot. Poked off, quick shot, and oh my goodness. Brown just over the top right corner of the net. Goes over to the far side of the ice. Weaver goes back to Jones, to Wiley, and Weaver in that corner sends it towards the slot, gathered by Phoenix. They stretch it up through the middle, but mishandled off the end of a stick here, and Jones will backhand it through the zone, through Weaver, all the way down into Phoenix. Phoenix in the near side corner, change directions, bank it up the wall. That goes right to Jones, who immediately rins it down and takes an ugly bounce off the corner and goes right back up the near side wall. Jones is trying to dig it out. Helping him out is Van Voorst. Van Voorst in the slot, pushes the puck to the far side of the ice. He's going to dump, trying to go to Nicholson down in that corner. Nice check by Nicholson. Puck stopped by Van Voorst right along the blue line, and now tipped out. And here comes Phoenix. Payfield is back, pushing it to the outside. Nice stick block by Payfield, but he drops his twig and banked up the near side board. Smith is going to put pressure on this puck along with Payfield and Van Voorst. Smith gets it out into neutral ice. Nice toe drag. 2-on-2 here. Pass over to Nicholson, trying to get it in the net. In the low slot, Phoenix pokes it over, and they stretch it out for an icing. 6:35 left in the first. Birds are up 1-0. So now we got Hunter, Cam, Smith, McGregor, and McDaniel. Cam wins the faceoff, goes right through Smith. Quick shot by McGregor, wide left of the net. Gathered by Cam underneath the net. He drops it down below, over to the far side. Hunter's trying to get to it first, and he does. Hunter pinned up by the Coyotes here, working it along the wall, trying to go back to Smith, and he gets Smith. Smith underneath the net, a little bit of space, sends it off the back for the frame. Goes to Hunter. Hunter sends it to Cam over on the far circle, and Cam trying to gather, gets all pinned up by Coyotes over on that far wall. McDaniel steps up, trying to keep the zone, but the Coyotes poke it through. Hunter slashes at the puck over on the far wall and pushes the play to the outside. All tied up, he goes down. Hunter back up on his skates. McGregor sends it up the wall, and Phoenix drops it to their blue liner. Quick shot along the ice, stopped by Phoenix, and a stick block there by McGregor, and McDaniel keeps another shot from going on net on Bauer. McDaniel battling for it under the net along with Cam, trying to dig that puck out. Phoenix sends it to the bottom of the far circle, and Hunter gathers and clears. Sends it all the way up the ice while we go for a big change. Phoenix stretch pass near side of the ice. Jones drops over to play that, and they alley-oop it down. Payfield gloves it down. Near side boards, battling for it to Payfield and O'Brien. O'Brien drop pass up to Peters, and Peters sends it out to neutral ice. Brown puts pressure on it. Phoenix mishandles, but they gather the puck and dump it down. And no icing. I don't know why the icing was called off there. Battling for it is Payfield. Payfield under the net, walks it to the bottom of the circle, pass up to Brown. Brown tips it out, and the Coyotes put it back in for an offside. .503 left in the first. The Birds are up 1-0. We got O'Brien, Peters, Dennis. Cunningham plays the puck near side wall, banks it out into neutral ice, but this should go for an icing. And Payfield is the last skater, but we're changing it up now, so. So now we have Wiley, Brown, Coakley, Cunningham, and Payfield. Wiley for the faceoff, wins it to Payfield, dropping down in the corners. Cunningham banks it up the near side wall, trying to battle it out, or Coakley and Wiley. Coakley is trying to dig it out on the top side, and he does. He clears it out, and I believe it hit a stick. So Coakley's off to the races to chase after this puck down underneath the net. Coakley trying to pick the pocket, and he does. Brown goes to gather the puck underneath the net, trying to get a pass and he works it to the side of the circle, changes directions, walks it along the red line, and all the way underneath the net, goes up to the blue liner. Payfield goes back down underneath. Coakley will gather this puck. He works it to the corner, has it poked off, but still battling for that puck. Coakley comes out with it, a little bit of space here, trying to get a pass. Quick shot, goes over the top of the crease, over to the near side of the ice. Cunningham will battle for that puck. He sends it up the wall to Brown. Brown drops it down underneath the net for Wiley, and Wiley sends it to the top of the circle, and the Coyotes are able to clear. Payfield battling for that puck in neutral ice, and Phoenix sends a shot from their knees. Bauer makes the save. Cunningham gathers, stretches it up to Smith. Smith redirects it down into the zone. Brownie hustling down there, but just can't beat the puck and icing. 3:45 left in the first, 1-0 Birds. Van Voorst for the faceoff. Phoenix wins it back behind the dot. Comes up to their blue liner, high slot. Hit their own player with the shot there. Puck is still loose, bottom of the circle. Nicholson bats it below the net. McDaniel high off the boards, trying to get it over to Smith. but sent right back down underneath. McDaniel battles for it. He pins up the Coyote, and trying to dig it out is Van Voorst. Van Voorst pokes it through to Smith in the near side corner. Smith, a couple of quick dekes through the circle, drops it over, trying to go to Jones. Jones walks it up that far wall, takes the red line and dumps, and it gets all tied up by the Coyotes bench there on the far side of the ice. Smith is trying to dig it out backside, and he does. Top of the circle, quick deke towards the middle. Puck is still loose in the circle, backhand shot, and a nice save by the Coyotes goaltender. So now we got Cam, Hunter, Weaver, McGregor, and Patefield. Cam for the faceoff, far dot, Coyotes end. He wins it right back to McGregor. McGregor sends it down to the corner for Cam. Cam is going to try to go under the net with it. He gets battered around by a couple of Coyotes and kicks it to his brother Hunter. Hunter trying to drop it to Patefield. Patefield a quick toe drag there to avoid a breakaway. But here they come, Coyotes. 2-on-2 here, centering pass broken up by Patefield. Still loose down in the slot. Patefield sends it off a skate right in front of Bauer. Nice toe save by Bauer. Loose puck trickles left of the net. McGregor is battling for it. Coyotes below the net trying to get a shot or a pass here, and poked off by McGregor. Nice job, McGregor. And he rims it up the near side boards to Weaver. Weaver trying to bank it out. Top of the circle, quick shot, and a goal by the Coyotes. 2:22 left in the first. The Coyotes get on the board, and we have a 1-1 tie. So now we have Cunningham, McDaniel, O'Brien, Brown, and Coakley. O'Brien on the center dot for the draw here. Coyotes win it back to the near side. They bank it up the near side boards all the way into the end, but that should, oh, no icing there. Cunningham sends it off a Coyote player on the near side boards. Coyotes in the corner battling with Cunningham and O'Brien. O'Brien trying to push it forward on that near side wall here along with Cunningham. Coyotes dig it out on the bottom side, but O'Brien gets there first underneath the net, sends it up the far wall, doesn't get Brownie, and the snow slows that puck down. Brown had to poke that forward, but the Coyotes go off sides as they had a player who had not cleared in the center of the ice yet. Am I next, Casey? Phoenix wins the faceoff and jump it down below the net immediately. Cunningham races over to the corner to battle for it. Coyotes come out with it, bottom side circle. They go down, tipped away by Bauer. Loose puck, top of the circle, gathered by Smith. Smith battling, goes all the way up into neutral ice. He pokes it to Hunter from his belly. Hunter does a quick deke. It goes off Van Voorst. Van Voorst, quick shot, and a nice save. Van Voorst under the net, has the puck batted away over to that far corner. And along that far wall, McDaniel dumps down underneath the net. Phoenix will get there first. Van Voorst all over him, though, and Smith along that near side wall. They try to clear it past Jones. And they do after a little bit of contact. McDaniel back. Nice slot pass by the Coyotes. And they try to go cross ice again instead of taking a shot there. And they go wide of the net past their skater, and Smith trying to put it up and out. Van Voorst, Smith, and Jones battling for that puck. It goes down to McDaniel underneath the net over to the far wall. Coyotes get there first. They send a shot wide right of the net. Jones races over, battling two Coyotes here, and Smith is able to walk it up into neutral ice. Smith turns on the gas, takes it all the way down into the zone, drop pass, trying to get Van Voorst, broken up by Phoenix. And here comes Phoenix the other direction, send a pass over to the far boards, and Hunter pushes it to the outside. Phoenix a little bit of a drop pass to the blue liner there, down to the side of the circle. They look to go across to the top of the near circle, quick shot, and a nice glove save by Bauer. 25 seconds left in this first period, a 1-1 tie. Have a draw near side dot at the Birds' end. We got O'Brien, Coakley, Cunningham, Patefield, and Brown. Puck comes over to the near side board. Patefield trying to play it up, O'Brien helping out. Puck goes down to the corner, slot pass, broken up by Brown. Brown pushes it over to the far wall, gets tied up with Phoenix. O'Brien tries to break up a slot pass, but it goes to Patefield. Patefield in the slot. Coakley pushes up the wall to Brown, and Brown walks it into Phoenix Ice. Coakley backside is going to gather that puck and try to push it through down in that near side corner. Big check by Brown, and he's going to go to the box. And they think it's going to be a coincidental. I don't know if Brown had been tangling for a while there or not, but some heavy contact there. And we're going to have a Zam break after all that excitement. So let the adrenaline levels come down, and we'll come back for 2 more periods of hockey. All right, so 5-on-5 hockey, but Brownie and a Phoenix Coyote are in the box at the same time here. Starting off the second period, it'll be Jones, Hunter, Van Voorst, Smith, and Patefield. Van Voorst will take the draw center ice. Puck batted into the Birds zone, battling for it on the side of the circle. Patefield slaps it over to the far wall. Smith tries to stretch it up to Vanny, but hits his skate, and the Coyotes grab the puck and dump near side boards. Trying to slap it out is Jones, and he does. Hunter tries to gather, but the Coyotes hold on the blue line and then dump a high airmail dump down into the near side corner. Jones is going to rim it up, trying to get Hunter here, cut off by the Coyotes. Top of the circle, still battling for it. Jones comes over, pokes it off a stick, tries to go to Hunter, but it trickles through to Smith. Smith tries to toe drag under the stick of a Coyote, and Coyotes send it out into neutral ice and still battling for it near side boards. Patefield is back. He pushes the play to the outside, and a nice save by Bauer. So now we got Cunningham, Cam, O'Brien, Dennis, and McDaniel. O'Brien for the draw, near side dot, Birds end here. O'Brien sends it over to the near side wall. Cam battles through, pushes it to the blue line. They try to pass it in, but Dennis breaks it up, and here comes O'Brien, 1-on-4. O'Brien down into the zone, tries a loose puck deke, and Phoenix gets a hold of it, and backhand clear out into neutral ice all the way down into the Birds' end. Cam plays that puck over to Cunningham, who banks it up the boards, but it's slapped down in underneath the net all the way to the near side corner where McDaniel will have to play a Coyote. They drop it to their blue liner, go across the ice. Cam puts pressure on the puck. Nice glove save by Bauer, and he covers. O'Brien added a little extra bump at the end there for being a little too aggressive on the puck, and we got to be careful about that because we do not want to go into the penalty kill against a tough Coyotes team here. Van Voorst, Patefield, Coakley, Wiley, I believe, and McDaniel on the far side. Puck all tied up on the dot. Coyotes come out with it, take it down below the net. McDaniel puts pressure on it. They change directions twice. McDaniel goes down, loses an edge, centering pass. Just misses the mark, goes over wide. Quick shot and a big rebound. Wiley slaps it out of the zone, but it'll go all the way down for an icing. So now we got Jones, Smith, Hunter, Patefield, and Peters. Hunter will take the face-off. Battles for the puck, goes back to Jones with it. Jones banks it on the far wall, hits a Coyote right along the blue line. Picked up by Smith. Smith one-on-one here, quick shot, deflected high and into the netting. Birds will have a draw, far side dot in the Coyotes' end. Hunter will take this. Jones and Patefield back. Hunter sends it down to that far corner. The Coyotes quickly rim it around to the near side boards. Jones trying to cut it off right along the blue line. Coyotes push it into neutral ice, but it's gathered by Hunter. He sends it down into the zone, all the way down underneath, and Coyotes gather. They walk it up to the top of the circle, send a pass off a skate here, and they have to gather on their blue line. Coyotes through the center of the ice. Smith putting pressure on it. Coyotes mishandle. Smith smothers it in the corner. Smith pulls out with that puck down underneath the net, works it all the way around in the near side corner, tries a slot pass. Hunter Hogan, quick shot over the right side of the net, comes all the way up to Patefield. Patefield tries to dump, but here come the Coyotes. Hunter gets back to that puck, pokes it over to Jones, and Jones gets it out into neutral ice for Peters. Peters pushes it up the near side board and battles for it with Smith. Smith pulls it out top of the circle here and just dumps as we go for a large change. Hunter is the only one stays in. Coyotes stretch it up to the red line. taken into the near side of the ice. Slot pass broken up by Nicholson. Nice job, Nicholson. Just mishandles the puck, though. And the Coyotes send a pass to Weaver. Weaver trying to battle for it, and the Coyotes dump for an offside. And coaches on both benches there were like, what are we doing? So hopefully we'll get that figured out and we'll all play better hockey. O'Brien for the draw with Nicholson and Weaver. Cunningham and Papefield back. Coyotes have it in their own end. They go D to D. They try to stretch it up. They hit a stick. And now they're able to dump all the way down in, just past the red line. Papefield goes up the wall to Nicholson. Nicholson's going to try to clear it. They send it right back down to Papefield. He gloves it out of the air, sends it up through the ice. Slow trickling puck. O'Brien will chase this. Coyotes will get there first. They wrap their net. But they drop it to the near side corner, and then they play it up and out of play. And so we'll have a face-off near side dot down in the Coyotes' end here. Van Voorst for the draw. McDaniel, Cunningham, Cam, and Dennis. Van Voorst pushes it down into that near side corner. Coyotes try to rim it up and out, and they do, all the way into the stands. And we'll have another draw down in that near side dot of the Coyote end. Van Voorst for the draw again. Dennis pinching up, ready to get after that puck. Coyotes bank it up the wall. They get it out to McDaniel, neutralized. McDaniel tries to dump, but the Coyotes gather. 3-on-2 rush here, and the Coyotes have the puck deflected up and out of play off the shot attempt. So now we have Papefield, Jones, Coakley, O'Brien, and Smith. O'Brien wins it over. They try a centering pass, dug out by Coakley, top of the circle. He goes to Smith. Smith walks it up the near side boards, pushes through the pressure there. Along the side of the circle, Coakley pushes it down, trying to get it to Smith. And Phoenix is pushing it up the wall towards the blue line. Coakley cuts it off on the top side. Smith trying to dig it out, backside by the top of the circle. And he does. Quick backhander against the boards, goes down to the corner. O'Brien battles for it, sends it, trying to get Smith, and he just hadn't set up yet. And the puck comes all the way out to Papefield down in the far side corner of the Birds' end. Papefield puts on the brakes, stops short of the net. Lots of ice here. Walks the full sheet up all the way and dumps it down into the zone. O'Brien gets front side pressure, and the Coyotes send it all the way up to neutral ice. Coyotes all the way to the bottom of the circle. Quick shot and a save by Bauer. Sticked over to the wall by McDaniel, grabbed by Smith, and Smith stretches it up to O'Brien, who tips it into the zone. As the Birds go for a change here, O'Brien's still on the ice. Coyotes stretch it up to neutral ice. Off the bench, Cunningham comes over, puts pressure on that puck, and another nice poke check, broken up by Hunter. Hunter pokes it to himself in neutral ice, but the Coyotes gather the loose puck deke there. In neutral ice, they go D to D over to the far side of the ice, and they dump it down into the zone. Cunningham will get to the loose puck first. He tries to send it up the wall to Wiley. Wiley tries to push it out. Coyotes come out with it. Top of the circle, battling along the boards. Cunningham pushes it down to the corner. They try a slot pass, but it's broken up by O'Brien. Down in the near side corner, Hunter gathers that puck. He walks it up, bank pass up to Wiley, and the Coyotes poke it away on the red line, push it down, and McDaniel pushes it all the way below the net. Coyotes still control the puck, though, over the far side of the ice. Cross ice pass, just mishandled, trickles to the wall. Quick shot, broken up by Cunningham and cleared by Wiley, I believe. Coyotes gather the puck. They go right back into the zone. Top of the near side circle. They try a slot pass. It goes off a skate. Poked away by Cunningham. Cunningham walks it up, sends it to Hunter. Hunter takes it into the zone. Top of the far circle, has it poked off. Coyotes down in that far corner. They send the puck through Van Voorst up the near side wall. Van Voorst on the side of the circle. Pushes it back down underneath the net. Down there trying to help him out is Brown, and Van Voorst tries to go to Hunter. Hunter tries to glove it out of the air, but the Coyotes get a hold of it. Coyotes 2-on-2 here. Papefield is back. Coyotes quick shot and a nice save by Bauer. So now we got Cam, Van Voorst, Jones, Patefield, and Smith. Puck comes over to the near side boards, trying to play it up as Jones. Battling on that wall with Cam. Puck comes out to Patefield. Patefield clears it over to the far side of the ice. Coyotes try to gather, but battling with Smith. Puck goes out and hits a Coyote player right back into play. And we'll have a face-off just outside the zone on the far side of the ice. Van Voorst for the draw. Tries to push the pile forward. It comes out to a Coyote player, center ice, right along the red line. He walks it in on the near side and dumps down to the near side corner, gathered by Patefield. Patefield banks it up, trying to get Smith. Smith bank pass out to neutral ice. Van Voorst trying to gather, but the Coyotes dump it in for an for an offside, okay. So now we have O'Brien, Coakley, Peters, Cunningham, and McDaniel. O'Brien for the draw, center ice. Goes right to a Coyotes player on the near side of the ice. They push it up the near side wall. O'Brien puts pressure on. Coyotes dump it down below the net. Cunningham tries to bank it to himself, and he does. Cunningham, bottom of the circle, walks it up the wall, goes to Coakley. Coakley pushes it out to O'Brien. Here comes O'Brien. 1-on-3. He traces the circle. Quick shot and a big rebound. And oh my goodness, Coakley almost tapped it in. Just goes over the left side of the net. And O'Brien is still battling for that puck. Coakley as well along that near side wall. O'Brien gathers, goes to McDaniel. McDaniel dumps, and the Coyotes are able to clear on the loose puck. McDaniel battling near side boards for that puck. Gets all pinned up. Coyotes dig it out, but poked up by O'Brien. And then a shot goes wide. Cut off by a Coyotes player fresh off the bench. They send it back down to Cunningham under the net. Cunningham fans on the puck. And now he walks it below the net, all tied up with a Coyote. Now a high bank pass over to that far wall. Coakley tries to poke it loose, but cannot. Comes down to McDaniel. McDaniel, bank pass off the skate. Goes out into neutral ice. Coyotes gather D to D over on the far wall. And Coyotes now go D to D near side all the way back on their own dots. They try to tip it in the zone. Broken up by McDaniel. He sends it over to the far wall. And Coakley goes for a quick change here. Coyotes walking up that near side wall. Puck deflected into the zone. Cunningham gets a glove on it, but it goes all the way to Bauer for a save anyway. 5:41 left in the second period. 1-1 tie here. And a nice tight hockey game. Brown for the faceoff. He's got Jones, Patefield, Danny, and Nicholson. Banked off the boards high by Patefield, trying to dig it out as Nicholson. He gets pinned up to the wall. Brown, bottom of the near side circle. A little dink pass up the wall, trying to get it out. Battling for it is Nicholson and Jones. Jones pokes it off in that near side corner, works it up the wall, trying to get to Nicholson. And the Coyotes send it to the bottom of the circle where Patefield sends it out to neutral ice. Van Voorst, front side pressure on that puck. And the Coyotes dump, but they get Patefield's stick, and Patefield clears it out. Vanny pressure down in the zone, and a backhand pass by the Coyotes. And it touched Patefield's stick, so no icing. That puck is gathered by Jones. Jones bank pass up the wall to Nicholson. Nicholson bank up to Brown, and Brown walks it forward on the red line. All the way down to the zone. Brown gets checked up. Van Voorst goes to help out, and he gets checked up. And they come right back up this near side wall. Nice block by Jones. Gets his body in front of it, drops that puck to the ice. Coyotes push through, but Patefield steps up, sends it right up to the near side board, and now the Coyotes dump for an offside. 4:34 left in the second period, 1-1. Hunter batters for that faceoff, trying to push it through. Goes down is Wiley trying to get a hold of that puck. Phoenix enters the zone over on the far side wall. They try a slot pass. That's blocked by Cunningham. Cunningham ties him up down below the net. Hunter pushes it to the outside corner, and he loses his stick. Cunningham comes over, pins it up while Hunter tries to pull his stick out of the scrum. Coyotes work it to the bottom of the net. They wrap it around, and broken up by McDaniel. McDaniel pushes it down, and the Coyotes send the puck below the net, and Cunningham tries to clear, but it's tipped up and out of play. And off the deflection out of play, we'll have a face-off just outside the zone. We got Cam, Smith, Coakley, Patefield, and McDaniel. Patefield bats it up that far wall. Cam pokes it to Smith, trying to gather that puck. Coyotes working down to the bottom of the circle. Coakley puts pressure on. Coyotes change directions. They stretch it up, trying to go to neutral ice, broken up by Cam, and Patefield bats it to the wall just to slow that play down. Patefield pins them up over on that far wall, battling for that puck. Coyotes come out with it bottom side, work it over to the near side wall, stretch pass up to their point man on top of the far circle. Coakley looks for a block, and a big rebound goes to just past a Coyotes player on the far side who had an open net. Cam bank pass up to Smith. Smith walks it up. Smith into the zone. Coakley with him. He pushes the net. Quick shot. Oh! And a nice block, I believe, by the defender of the Coyotes. Coyotes send it up the near side wall out to the red line. Smith trying to get back in the play. Jones battling for it along with Weaver. Weaver, nice play. Puck goes to Jones. Jones changes directions. Down underneath the net. Jones stretches it up to Smith. Smith dinks it out into neutral ice, but the Coyotes gather. Send it up the near side wall. Centering pass by the Coyotes. McGregor is back. Quick shot and a nice glove save by Bauer. And folks, when you're at home, you know the filthier I say glove save by Bauer, the better it was. And that was a filthy call there. We needed that save, and he got it. Brown will take the face-off. Patefield, Hunter out there. Brown pushes it forward. Hunter tries to clear the zone, but cannot. Phoenix dumps it down below the net. Patefield's going to gather near side corner. Patefield banks it up the board. Phoenix cuts it off, sends it to Hunter. Hunter tips it to Brown. And here comes Brown. Brown's got Van Voorst on the far side of the ice as well. Brown just sends it wide left to the net. Kick down below by the goalie, gathered by Van Voorst. Van Voorst changes directions, goes over to Brown in the corner. Oh, and Brown just mishandles, and the Coyotes are able to clear all the way up the ice. And they call off the icing, and so Cunningham wraps it up the board hard. Brown trying to cut it off over on the far board. And high slot pass by Phoenix, gathered along the blue line and dumped down into the zone. Cunningham puts backside pressure on that, and Hunter is going to try to dig it out of the scrum, but it gets batted down below the net. Patefield all tied up with Phoenix, banks it up the far wall. Vanny trying to send it out. Hunter with a chest block puts it into neutral ice, and Phoenix has to regroup. They just now clear the zone. Phoenix along the red line try to go to the far side of the ice, just mishandled. Now they gather and dump all the way down below the net. Cunningham goes down trying to pin that up on the wall there, battling with Phoenix. Phoenix drops it back under the net. And Patefield pushes it to the outside, trying to slot pass. Broken up by Patefield. He tries to go to Hunter, but just beyond his stick. And it goes to a Coyote, but Patefield follows up, sends it down into the Coyote zone, over into the far corner. O'Brien, fresh off the bench, nice legs, comes in, chases after the puck, almost pokes it off down below the net. And a stretch pass by the Coyotes, and they're looking for a cross-ice pass on an odd man rush. And a quick shot just behind the net, comes over to the near side wall. Hunter trying to go to Cam, comes out into neutral ice, but I believe it was touched, and so Cam gives chase. Coyotes try to clear, kept by O'Brien and his long arms, and he sends it down into that near side corner. O'Brien lays a nice check, and on the wall, McDaniel battling for this puck. Coming across the ice is Dennis, who drops it to Cam, who goes to O'Brien. O'Brien trying to go to the slot for Denny, and it goes all the way through, and now Jones and McDaniel off to the races with two Coyotes. And Dennis gets back in the play. Coyotes drop it to the far wall, circle dot, and a glove save by Bauer. "30 seconds left in this second period, and still locked in a 1-1 tie. Nicholson to take this face-off. He pushes it to Phoenix. Phoenix goes cross-ice over to the near side, and a block by Smith goes out into neutral ice. Phoenix will have to regroup. They do, and they dump down below the net. Patefield, first man to the puck. He's going to try to rim it up. He fans on it a little bit. Smith helps him out, though, battling along near side boards, and Nicholson pushes it out. Coakley tries to cut it off, and Phoenix sends it in for an offside. 9 seconds left in the second period, folks. 1-1 tie. Nicholson for the faceoff again, center dot here. Ties it up. Phoenix pulls it out backside along their own blue line. They send it to our blue line. They fan on the puck, trying to get a shot from the top of the circle. From the blue line, quick shot. And the buzzer goes off before it gets in the net there. So a good championship game here, folks. 1-1 tie going into the third period. Sorry, folks. So the Birds with some last-minute instructions coming into the third period with a 1-1 tie and an excellent hockey game. And we will have Brown, Smith, Van Voorst, Jones, and Patefield. Van Voorst ties it up on the dot. Phoenix digs it out backside, and they dump down all the way below the net. Patefield, first man to the puck, works it over to the near side corner, battling with Phoenix the whole way. Trying to push it up. Smith is trying to dig it out on the top side here. And still locked up in that wall. And finally, Patefield comes out with it. Bank pass off the boards all the way up to the blue line. Phoenix tries to dump, broken up by Smith. Smith 2-on-1, Brown in the center. He drops it over to Brown. And Brown, quick shot over the top of the net, over to the near side corner. Brown just a little trouble settling that puck from Smith. Smith gathers bottom of the circle. Sends it over to the corner to Brown, and Brown is going to get tied up. He kicks it to his stick, trying to battle for it, put it down below the net again. Oh, but he drops it right along the red line marker on the corner board, and here comes Phoenix. Phoenix odd man rush, 2-on-1. Payfield's back. Quick shot wide of the net is going to come all the way out into neutral ice, and Smith will give chase all the way into Phoenix end. Phoenix stretches it up, broken up by Patefield, and Patefield dumps it down into the near side corner as the Birds go for a mini change here. Smith and Van Voorst still out, but off the bench we have Jones and Hunter and McDaniel. Phoenix goes to the far side of the ice. They walk it into the neutral zone and dump it into the far corner. Sorry, folks. McDaniel gathers below the net. He banks it up the near side boards. Phoenix is the only one over here right now. They drop it to the bottom of the circle. A quick deke. Trying to trace the circle, and McDaniel pushes them down below the net. Over to the far side, Hunter puts pressure on it. They change directions again, and a nice check by McDaniel separates them from the puck, and Jones tries to play that underneath. Quick deke towards the center by Vanny, and he clears out into neutral ice. Cam puts pressure on the puck, near side of the ice, battles for it. Hunter comes over to help out, trying to get it into the zone. And they call Hunter offside. He was pretty close to standing right on the blue line, but we can check the instant replay later. O'Brien for the draw with Cam and Hunter. Sends it way down in the Phoenix zone. They try to clear O'Brien holds it for a moment, but now Phoenix clears. Phoenix with a man in the slot. They deke towards the center, but they have it poked to the outside by Cam. Phoenix sends it all the way down the ice. Hunter and a Phoenix player racing for it. Phoenix goaltender plays it, so Hunter backs off a little bit. And now they try to stretch it up the ice to the near side boards. Puck trickles through to McDaniel. He changes directions. McDaniel tied up. Phoenix tries to push it through the circle, cut off by O'Brien. He banks it off the boards. Cam's going up to play it on the blue line, and he does. Cam pokes it to himself, gets all twisted around. Hunter battles for it. Cam backside trying to grab it, and O'Brien gathers the puck just outside the blue line and pushes it in. And did Cam take a retaliation penalty? Cam was pissed because he got dragged down, at least, and they were holding his stick, and he took a retaliation penalty. So we'll go to a penalty kill, the 1-1 tie, 11:18 left in the third. And got to do some fancy penalty killing here. Keep ourselves in this game. Brown will take the draw, far side dot, Bird's end. He's out there with Patefield, Van Voorst, and Cunningham. Brown ties it up. Van Voorst pokes it over Patefield pokes it over to the far side. Phoenix trims it around all the way to the near side boards, but it takes an ugly hop off the stanchion. Cunningham tries to play it. Phoenix, near side corner. They walk it to the side of the circle. They drop it to the bottom of the circle. Up to the side of the circle again. Cross ice. Brownie goes out. Oh, tries to play that loose puck. Can't quite get to it, but Patefield whips it up the wall, trying to bat it up and out. Brownie trying to help him. Phoenix comes out with the bottom side. Cross ice pass. And oh my goodness, Cunningham got a shin guard on that, and that's awesome. Here comes Van Voorst. Quick shot and a save, but a rebound. Loose puck. Oh, and it didn't get covered by the goalie. I thought it got poked below the net. It was loose for a moment, for sure, and then covered. So now we got O'Brien, Smith, Jones, and McDaniel. O'Brien for the draw, near side dot, down in the Coyotes' end, shorthanded still, folks, for 1:17. Goes over to the far side. Coyotes walking up the wall, stretch pass, tipped around a little bit, sent towards the slot, and they go offside. 1:10 left on the penalty kill, 10:27 left in the third period. O'Brien for the draw. He battles for it right on the dot. Coyotes trying to push it in, but it goes all the way back into their zone, all the way down to the red line, burning a lot of seconds here. Coyotes regroup under their own net. They start the rush by a stretch pass. It's an errant stretch pass. Hits Jones in the skate all the way in the near corner. So we burn a good 20 seconds, and the puck hits a body, goes over to McDaniel on the far side, but McDaniel will stretch it up and all the way down for an icing. So now we have Hunter, O'Brien, Jones and McDaniel. O'Brien for the draw in the Bird's end after the icing. O'Brien ties it up on the dot. Hunter is trying to dig it out. It comes to the point. Quick shot and a deflection up and over the net. And I am not sure who gets credit for that. I think maybe Jones. Puck comes all the way down for an icing, and we'll go right back into the Bird's end for a face-off. 30 or 32 seconds left on the penalty kill. I can't tell. The clock LED is broken. O'Brien, near side dot, draw, Bird's end. Battles for that puck, trying to dig it out is Jones. Jones pushes it to the outside, bottom of the circle. Phoenix walks it under the net, over to the far circle, drops it up to the top of the circle, to the point man. Quick deke by the point man, top of the slot, quick shot, kicked over to the near side corner by Bauer. Phoenix gathers, drops it to the point, across the ice, over to the high circle on the other side. Quick deke in the slot, quick shot, wide of the net. And Jones trying to battle it out, or Van Voorst trying to battle it out, can't get it. Phoenix walks it to the dot, a drop pass, and they clear the puck for us. And fresh out of the box, Cam thought he was going to get a piece of that and couldn't quite get a twig on it. O'Brien pushes it to the outside, battling for the puck, bottom of the circle. They change directions. McDaniel right there too, trying to get that puck, all tied up by Phoenix. They send it through the circle, and a quick shot goes wide of the net, and that's going to slide all the way out into neutral ice. O'Brien goes for a change. In comes Hunter, near side of the ice, and the Coyotes dump. Bauer tries to play it, but an ugly hop And Payfield gets a hold of it, bottom of the far circle. He goes to Hunter. Hunter pushes it towards neutral ice. He walks it up over the red line. He goes all the way down into the zone. Quick backhand shot just below the net. Over to the far wall. Cam tries to play it, can't get a hold of it. They push the puck out to Payfield. Payfield battles for it, sends it along the far boards, but Phoenix cuts it off at neutral ice. They drop it into their own end. Try to stretch it up. That's cut off by Cunningham. Cunningham bank pass into the Phoenix end. Coakley puts pressure on the puck. Far side of the ice, Coyotes send a pass to the blue line, and they go offside again. And the ref's giving an explanation as he gets static from the Coyotes there. Brown battles for the face-off and goes to the Coyotes, and they immediately dump. Cunningham's going to have to race to the near side corner to try to poke this up. Helping him out is Smith along that wall, trying to push it up. Coyotes centering pass broken up by Brown. Brown clears the puck out to neutral ice. Smith puts pressure on this. They get a centering pass right along the red line, poked off by Smith, and Smith gathers it, high slot, works it over to the far circle. Couple of quick dekes. Smith across the ice to Nicholson, and Nicholson scores. And I believe that's Nicholson's first Warbirds goal. And what a way to do it. So Smith works it to the bottom of the circle and sends it to Nicholson, who drills it into the wide open net. Thank you, Jasper. So 7:43 left in the third. The Birds are up 2-1. O'Brien for the draw. He's got Smith and Nicholson, and a backhand dump by Jones rolls along the stanchion all the way over to the far corner. And we get a slashing penalty. And that is not what you want to do right after you take a lead. O'Brien goes to the box for a slash, and we'll have a face-off down in the Birds' end on the far dot. So we got Van Voorst, McDaniel, Smith, and Jones, I believe. Van Voorst will take the draw on the dot. Trying to dig it out. Phoenix does. They go to their point man. They dangle along the line. Quick shot off the side of the net. And that scared me. McDaniel tries to clear all the way down, and he does. Just wide right of the net, so it'll be an icing. And everybody here was holding their breath watching that slide, hoping it hit the Tendy stick. Same killers out there. Van Voorst for the draw again on the far dot. Goes back this time, picked up by Smith. Smith under his own net, battles for that puck. Jones pokes it through, trying to help him out. Jones gets all tied up in the wall. Phoenix walks it to the bottom of the net, over to the far circle on the bottom side, all the way to the side, drop it to the point man. Try to walk it through the circle, broken up by Van Voorst and cleared by McDaniel, but this will go for an icing. And that puck rolled all the way down the ice like a wagon wheel. Cam, Coakley, Cunningham, and Patefield. Cam will take the draw here. He pushes it towards the center of the ice. Coakley pokes it off to the blue liner, almost mishandled. Cross ice over to the side of the near side circle, back up to the point. Coakley puts pressure on it. Cam over there. Cam goes down, 3 killers while Cam gets up, top of the point. Oh, and they mishandle, and they send it down to the side of the circle. Coakley gets back in position, but Cunningham battles for that puck, sends it up to the blue liner. Coakley trying to play it. They send it high in the air. Cunningham gloves it down and clears. Nice shot, Cunningham. And Coakley's racing for this puck down in the Phoenix end. He battles for it along the wall. He gets all tied up with 2 Phoenix players still putting pressure on the puck. Near side corner, they look to stretch it up, and they do. Cam, McDaniel pokes it off to Cam. Cam slaps it down wide right of the net for an icing. And Cam had Coakley in neutral ice there, but he may not have seen him, and so he just stretches it up and out to give us a chance for a change, and that's true. They could have been tired. And it looks like Van Voorst will take the draw. Jones, McDaniel, and I can't see the other numbers. Sorry, folks. McDaniel battles for it, goes right to the slot. Shot by Phoenix, a save by Bauer. And that was a big save along the boards, up to the top. Van Voorst, another quick shot, big rebound, poked away by Jones, over to the wall, trying to slot pass, broken up by Brown, and Brown is the other player I didn't get. Brown walks it all the way forward, dumps it down in, bounces off the net. Brown still putting pressure, picks the pocket of 3 Phoenix players, pokes it along the wall, gives us some more time on the kill here. Phoenix rushing up that far wall, trying to set up a power play here with the last few seconds. Over to that far corner, Hunter puts some contact. Phoenix, bottom of the near side circle, a lot of space, big shot, puck loose, kicked down below the net by Jones again. And up to the point man of Phoenix, they walk it across the ice. Brown puts pressure, big shot, big rebound down below the net, up that far wall. Brown's trying to get a hold of another quick shot, back over to that far corner. McDaniel's battling for it. O'Brien comes over to help him out and just slow that puck down and pin it up in the wall here. Phoenix trying to dig it out. Bottom side they do. They go below the net. They stretch it up to their blue liner on the near side of the ice. Quick shot and a nice save by Bauer. 4:57 left in the third period. Birds up 2-1. And even strength hockey. So here comes Nicholson late to the party. Even skaters here. O'Brien will take the draw. Goes up. Nicholson makes a nice block. Late to the party, but still a party animal. Pushes it all the way down. Over to the near side boards. They bank it up. Phoenix gets it all the way down into our zone. And they give a hard chase. Cunningham cuts off the body. Rims it up to the blue liner. Quick shot. Saved by Bauer over to the far wall. Off the stick. Hayfield pushes it up. And it's dumped down into the other end by Nicholson. Loose rolling puck is covered by Phoenix. So now we got Cam, Hunter, Coakley, Jones, and McDaniel. Cam ties it up on the dot, pushes it down to that near side corner. Hunter tries to cut it off the wall, but it comes all the way to McDaniel. McDaniel dumps for an offside, and will come out to center ice here for that faceoff. And that may be generous. We might have maybe gone all the way into our end because we had 2 men deep in the zone. Cam battles for it, goes to Coakley's side. Coakley tries to poke it forward. Jones bats it up the wall, trying to get Cam, and he does. Cam squeaks through, sends it over to that far side corner. Hunter right there, slaps it underneath the net. Phoenix is right there. Coakley puts pressure on the puck, picks his pocket, and has it poked over to Hunter. Hunter sends it below the net, but 2 Coyotes under there. Bottom of the circle, and they airmail it into neutral ice. Jones trying to play it out of the air, and he gets tugged down to the ice, battling for that puck. Coming over to help out is Cam and Coakley. And Coakley just waiting for it to squirt out top side, still battling for it. And they send it down below the net. McDaniel gets caught up on the boards and then pinned up by Phoenix. Cam glides down to help him out here. McDaniel is able to push it through. And McDaniel sends it up, tries to get Hunter. And Hunter tried to get a twig on it, but couldn't quite get it. And 3:32 left in the third. Birds up 2-1, and while the face-off far dot, Birds end. O'Brien for the draw. Brown, Cunningham, Smith, and Patefield, I believe. Phoenix pushes it back towards the blue line. Cunningham tries to get a hold of it. O'Brien does, sends it to the blue line. Phoenix side of the circle, walks it to the top, and a nice stick tap by Smith, maybe. Smith walks it forward, pass across the ice to Brown. Brown walks it in, quick shot, just wide right of the net, over to the near side boards. Cunningham on the side of the circle, sends it down in. Brown dumps it below, trying to get Smith, and Phoenix gets to the puck first. They stretch it up the far wall, and they tap it all the way down for an icing. .259 left in the third. Cam for the faceoff. He's got Nicholson and Van Voorst. Puck pushed up. Cunningham backhands it to Nicholson. Nicholson on the board gets pinned up, but is able to poke that puck down underneath the net. Phoenix gets there first. Nicholson gives chase. Stretch pass up the wall and into neutral ice all the way down into the zone. Gets tied up in the skates. Cam is trying to clear. Top of the circle has it poked off by Nicholson. Good job, Nicholson. And Van Voorst walks it down. One man to beat. Quick shot. Deflected wide left of the net. Nicholson battles in the corner for it. Phoenix tries to stretch it up. Cam cuts it off. Goes to Van Voorst. Quick shot. Big rebound. Oh, Nicholson was there. Couldn't get a twig on it. Trying to turn around. Stretch pass. Broken up by Smith. Smith walks it into the zone. He digs around for Coyotes. Quick shot and a big rebound. And the Coyotes almost send it in their own goal. Right off the post. Over on the far side of the ice, a little dink pass up the boards, and they don't even know it's there. Gathered by Smith. Smith walks through the slot, has it poked off. McDaniel gathers. McDaniel trying to stretch it up, trying to put it right on goal, but it goes for an icing. 1:57 left in the third. And Phoenix is going to take a timeout here, I think. So with less than 2 minutes left, we'll see if they pull their Tindy here, or if they got a fancy draw play that they're going to try on us. Sometime, folks, we got to get Casey Jones on color commentary. He's amazing.
He says no way.
The weather is cold outside, but this is a great hockey game, folks. I mean, it rivals all the funny dog TikToks I've watched this weekend in my cold hotel room. So thanks for tuning in. Listen, sea otters are cool, and you know it. So no goaltender, 6 attackers by Phoenix. O'Brien for the draw with Hunter, Smith, Patefield, and Jones. Puck gets tied up on the dot. Hunter comes out with it, trying to bank it up the boards and get it out of the zone here. Phoenix pushes it back to the corner. O'Brien looking for a high bank, hits Phoenix with the puck. They send it to the center. Smith and Hunter battling for that puck. Through the dot, trying to get it to the slot. Grabbed by Nemo. O'Brien battling for it on the near side boards. He takes a big elbow in the face, and Hunter pushes it down. He's chasing after that Phoenix player like crazy. Jones gets a hold of it. He banks it back to the Phoenix zone. Phoenix cross-ice pass. Near side boards. O'Brien's going to put pressure on it. Quick deke by Phoenix. Poked out by O'Brien. And Smith with some space. He's walking it, and he gets dragged down, and no call. Oh, Brown pushes it below the empty net there. Phoenix is trying to clear. Now they send a pass up, getting back in the play. Stretch pass up to the near side. Patefield pushes it out. Phoenix puts on the brakes. Now they go to the red line. Puts on the brakes again. Patefield and O'Brien trying to get a hold of that puck. And Phoenix down below the net. Slot pass. Loose puck in the crease. And oh my goodness, still loose. Still battling for it. Phoenix backhander into Patefield, and Smith is able to clear the puck. Chasing after it is Brown. Brown trying to come out with it. Phoenix pushes it below their own net. 33 seconds left. Phoenix stretches it up on the near side boards. They tip it down into the zone. Van Voorst all over that puck. Puck loose. Cam shot at the open net. Oh, he hits the post. Cam hits the post, but that prevents the icing, folks. And Cam is battling for it down underneath the net. He sends a centering pass. Van Voorst can't get to it. 8 seconds left. Phoenix stretches it up. Cunningham pushes it outside. Nice poke check, slot pass, tipped away and covered by Bauer. And it's cold outside, but it's warm in my heart right now, folks. Nice save by Bauer, and the Birds win 2-1. What a great weekend of hockey. All these teams were amazing and a lot of close games. Nice job, Coyotes! Yeah. That's when you know it's a hard weekend. Absolutely. You make fun of me, but your sister this is going to be like, nice job, Birds!